Yeah, Concord, it's not for me.
So I played the Concord beta for 5 minutes. Get this shit out of here. Embarrassing. My God, man, these devs are so lost. They're lost.
Bro, I just want to play some fucking single player games, man. What the fuck am I gonna do about these pronouns and shit?
And then today they just announced, no, it's going to be open to everyone with PlayStation Plus account. Not good.
Oh shit, ponies. Ain't even liking your own game.
It's like me saying, hey, I want a quality pizza, and you giving me Little Caesars and saying, hey, you said you wanted pizza. Not this shit, motherfucker. And yes, Little Caesars is absolute dog shit. I'm not debating that with y'all. That shit is garbage.
Anchor, he, him. I'm playing Anchor, he, him.
They, him, she, they.
The Concord open beta has completely failed. It is a full-blown disaster, so bad that Firewalk Studios may not be able to recover from it. Pretty embarrassing for a double/AAA title coming out for $40.
Take it out to the negative barn, bro. We gotta put it down.
So you can give your thoughts, I guess, on Concord.
Ew.
Well, it's better than Destruction All-Stars. It's better than Foam Stars. It's better than all that shit. And I say all that to say, this game is gonna fail. This game is still gonna fail, man. It is what it is, bro.
I just want to play some fucking single player games, man. Not this bro. I'm playing multiplayer games, man.
I got a call. No matter how hard they pretend, they don't want this game. Concord represents everything they've stated their disdain for. It's a multiplayer game, and we all know PlayStation fanboys don't really have any friends.
A little birdie told me you're having some trouble with our games. Yoshi, baby, I'll call you back. This guy's fucked up.
I just want great PlayStation exclusives, man.
What are you talking about, man? We're giving you the greatest games, and we gotta go with the times, baby.
It's a hero shooter which brings out the PTSD that Overwatch caused them, and it's ridiculed with pronouns which, well, most people don't care for.
We got multiplayer games. You wanna play with some friends, or you got new friends like that Tim Dog guy.
I just want single players. I just want single player games, man.
You mean single player, bro? Single player games are the way of the past.
The number of players in the Concord beta were abysmal, and loads of fanboys pointed to the fact that it was the closed beta, expecting things would change once the open beta released. Not at all. Topping in at under 3,000 players on Steam, it's obvious that Concord has a very steep hill to climb if it's going to stand any chance of relevance.
We're getting with the times. It's gonna work out beautifully, man. You're gonna have so many new friends. You're gonna play some games. You're gonna get so many tremendous people. He's a terrific guy, great guy.
That didn't stop the usual suspects from mindlessly gagging over the game, however, from endangered koalas resorting to pre-ordering multiple versions of the game just to keep the dream afloat, to the single-digit IQ squad comparing this to Redfall in a desperate bid to damage control. The insecurity caused by this PlayStation first-party title is clearly evident.
What are you complaining about, Boobala? Haven't you seen PlayStation sales figures?
Yeah.
They're sky high! Speaking of which...
Concord isn't a terrible looking game. It has decent visuals, runs smoothly, and isn't an awful experience, but it just feels soulless. For the longest time, PlayStation has been ridiculed for having the inability to do multiplayer, particularly PvP, right? And the struggle looks like it's set to continue. This is a remnant of Jim Ryan's legacy. To make matters worse, Firewalk Studios were supposed to have consulted and worked alongside Bungie to make this game. The same Bungie that had a hand in making Naughty Dog cancel The Last of Us Factions. Just think. Factions, Spider-Man multiplayer, and Twisted Metal, along with other games like SOCOM, they've all died just so a soulless game like Concord can survive. It's a very bitter pill to swallow for some people.
How does this work at the end of the road? I think I'm curious specifically about Sony's obsession with live service games. I don't think this is going to work out in a positive sense.
But hey, at least IGN thinks this is an amazing title with a bright future. IGN published an article stating that Concord was already shaping up to be a heavyweight hero shooter that could easily compete with the genre's giant.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
Trust IGN of all publications to not only vouch for this title, but say it could compete with the best of the best. PlayStation's gas pivot is going to continue to unsettle its fan base that planted its position firmly in the ground about how awful multiplayer and live service is. Concord isn't going to be the savior for the PlayStation in a barren first-party year, but thankfully Astrobot will be releasing a couple of weeks later after the release of Concord to help the stables save face.
It is what it is, bro. Just because PlayStation made this game or whatever the fucking case may be, doesn't mean I gotta like it. It's not for me. I'm sure it'll find a home and have have an audience and shit. But in my opinion, the gunplay is fucking awful. I don't know what type of shooters y'all like and play, but to me, the gunplay is dog shit.
Woo! Degeneration X, baby, level 4, bitch!
2 weeks is roughly the kind of life cycle I'm expecting for Concord, unless Sony do something drastic and either make it free to play or offer it on PlayStation Plus.
Your loyalty is gonna be rewarded, buddy. You stick with me, man. You gotta stick with me. Sales figures, yeah, #1. Woo!
Sorry, Sony, but you have to go back to the drawing board on this one. Yeah.
Put it into perspective. There are probably more people that have bought the Ultimate Bunny skin on the First Descendant store than have purchased Concord. That's crazy. But that's again, yeah, that's crazy, man.